side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime.
To kick off for Baltimore.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. To the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. An even 40 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A carry. This is Carter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Second and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield. And what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have? And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is caught! Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Baltimore.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. A design run here with Jackson. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Falcons.
2nd down, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tiz Walker. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
6 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Carter on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
At the 46-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down. 3 to go. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. What a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Lejante Wester now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. In motion comes Walker. play action. Here's Jackson. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
This is 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got it about the 8. And he's in. What a drive. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here is Penix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up. So, on 4th down, here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Jackson looking to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
He'll get this out wide. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Second down, they need 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's across midfield, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. To the sideline, he gets this to Mooney. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a second and 9. To throw is Penix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Short throw taken by Pitts. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Falcons move out in front. The new score, 17-14. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. From the gun, Jackson escaping to his left. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Wester now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
DC, right?
Off the play fake. Jackson. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Carter on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run with Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Another run here for Robinson. Into the secondary, past the 40. Bijan Robinson. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Jackson. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Let's go. 19.
Now Penix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play and throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Woo! He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
18 Cardinal, 18 run, 18 run.
On second down, Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Let's go.
They run over center with Robinson, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. They're running here with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
27.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Play action now. Jackson on the run to the right. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Again, it's Jackson. throat, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
They'll come up here, first and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. And that ball incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They need 8 yards to keep it going. 4th and 8. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's got room to the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. On the option, they give it to Henry. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
A good spot here, second and a yard. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he's got it, first down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll step up and run.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Heels, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
22. Falcons, 27.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Carter on the return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X